I called a few Louisiana injury lawyers about my case, but they weren't interested. Does that mean I don't have a case worth fighting?
Then there's other clients who say, look, I went to a bunch of different law firms and nobody wants to take my case. There's a variety of reasons for that. Sometimes it's because they don't have a case. And not that they don't have an actual accident or a wreck or a fall that they should be paid on, but there could be other reasons why the case isn't any good. And that could be because the other driver has no insurance and they don't have uninsured motorist coverage. So it's not that the other driver wasn't responsible, but that other driver might not have a pot to piss in, and there really isn't a way to get the client compensated. You know, we work in a business that we don't make money unless you collect. And it would be bad business practices to go chase after somebody who has no ability to pay. And I wouldn't want to put you through the heartache of spending months or years thinking you're going to get something for what happened to you when that's never going to be a reality. So we need to have the hard conversation with you to say, look, I'm so sorry this happened to you, but I don't see an avenue that we can make you whole. And I don't want to lead you down a path where you're going to be dissatisfied, because you're not going to be dissatisfied with that other person as much as you're going to be mad at me because I didn't tell you months ago or a year ago that there was nothing we can do. So that happens sometimes, and we have to have hard conversations. The other part of it is sometimes people just don't want to work hard, meaning my other colleagues don't want to work on something. Maybe it's a car accident where there's some disputed liability and they don't want to figure out, well, why is my client not at fault? And they say, look, it's not a rear end collision. We don't want to take it. I had a case where a woman was at a four-way stop and she goes to the intersection and she gets hit. The other insurance company denied the claim and said, oh, it was her fault. I said, absolutely not. Other lawyers didn't want to take it because the police report didn't read in her favor. But I looked at it and I said, I've seen too many of these to know that police don't always get it right. In fact, it's at least 50-50, if not worse. They get it wrong all the time. So I looked at it and I said, you know, you were at that stop first. Based upon where the other car was, you had the right of way. I don't care what that other driver said. In the police report, they said that you were at the stop at the same time. You were the one that had the right to go. The fact that they hit you puts them in the wrong. The insurance company didn't like that. We had to file a lawsuit. But as soon as I got it in the hands of a different person at the insurance company and an intelligent lawyer, I said, look, here's the law, and this is what the report says. Either your driver is going to have to testify opposite of what he said to the police officer, which means he's screwed because either he lied to the police officer or he's lying under oath, or if what he said to the police officer is believed, you got to pay my client because he's at fault. Lawyer agreed, paid us everything that the policy had. Sometimes it just takes knowing the lay of the land, being willing to stand up for the client when maybe somebody else wasn't willing to get into that fight, and then actually executing for them. And that's what we do.